The flash is gone. The shock wave has already shattered your windows and rattled your teeth. You are standing there, blinking the spots from your vision, watching the mushroom cloud rise in the distance like a monolith of death. You are alive. You are breathing. You are unhurt. Do not celebrate. Do not stare. Do not pull out your phone to record it. You are currently standing in the eye of a radiological hurricane, and you have exactly 10 minutes to save your own life. The explosion was just the opening ceremony. The real killer is gravity. Right now, tons of pulverized earth, concrete, steel, and glass are being sucked up into the stratosphere, fused with radioactive isotopes and cooling into dust. In 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the wind, that dust is going to start falling. It won't look like glowing green goo. It will look like ash. It will look like sand. It will look like gray snow. But if a single flake of that snow touches your skin, it starts burning. If you inhale a pinch of it, you are cooking your organs from the inside out. Start your timer. You have 10 minutes. Move. Your instinct is to run. You want to get in your car and drive away from the cloud. That is a suicide pact. Cars are not sealed environments. They are metal cages with glass gaps. The fallout will settle on the hood, the roof, and the trunk. The gamma radiation given off by the dust will punch right through the thin sheet metal of your door like it isn't even there. Sitting in traffic while the sky falls means you are sitting inside an X-ray machine that never turns off. The roads will be parking lots of panic anyway. You are not going anywhere. Your survival radius is now limited to how far you can sprint in 60 seconds. You need a fortress, and you need it immediately. Look for concrete. Look for brick. Look for earth. If you are in a house, forget the ground floor. The fallout is going to pile up on the roof and the ground outside, sandwiching you between two layers of radiation. If you have a basement, that is your target. If you don't have a basement, you want the geometric center of the building. You want as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. This is simple physics. It is called shielding geometry. Radiation travels in straight lines. Every inch of material it has to pass through weakens it. This is a game of mass. Density is your god now. Lead is great, but you don't have lead walls. You have wood, drywall, and furniture. Wood and drywall are terrible shields. They are too light. You need to create a cave. If you are in that center room, drag a mattress off the bed, flip a table, piled books, suitcases, filled water jugs, anything dense around your shelter spot. You are building a fort, just like you did when you were a kid, except the monsters outside are invisible bullets of energy tearing apart your DNA. 5 minutes left. You are inside. You have your spot, but you have a problem. You were outside when the blast happened, or you ran through the yard to get to the house. The shockwave kicked up dust. The air is already shimmering with particulates. You are contaminated. You might not see it, but you are wearing a coat of poison. If you hunker down now without addressing this, you are trapping yourself in a small box with the very thing trying to kill you. You need to decontaminate. This is surgical. This is precise. Do not panic strip. If you rip your shirt off, you shake the dust into the air, and then you breathe it in. Once radioactive alpha particles are in your lungs, there is no doctor on Earth who can help you. They will sit in your soft tissue and fire radiation directly into your cells for the rest of your short life. Cut the clothes off if you have scissors. If not, peel them away from your body slowly. Roll them outwards, trapping the exterior dust inside the bundle. Do not let the outside of the fabric touch your skin. 90% of the radioactive material is on your clothes. By taking them off, You have just increased your odds of survival by an order of magnitude. Put the clothes in a plastic bag. Tie it shut. Then put that bag in another bag. Tie that shut. Throw it in the farthest corner of the room, or out a window if you can do it without breaking your seal. Now look at your skin. You need to wash. If the water is still running, use the shower. But listen to me closely. Do not scrub. If you scrub, you abrade the skin. You create microscopic tears. You are literally injecting the radioactive dust into your bloodstream. You wash gently. Warm water, not hot. Hot water opens your pores and invites the poison in. Cold water closes them and traps the dirt. Use soap, lots of soap. Rinse thoroughly. And here is the rule that people forget, the rule that kills people who think they are smart. Do not use hair conditioner. Shampoo is a detergent. It grabs oil and dirt and strips it away. Conditioner is a sealant. It contains compounds designed to bind to your hair proteins to make them smooth. If you use conditioner, you are gluing radioactive dust to your head. You are creating a radioactive helmet that you cannot take off. Throw the conditioner away. If the water isn't running, you use a wet cloth. Wipe your skin. Fold the cloth. Wipe with the clean side. Fold. Wipe. Do not smear the dust around. You are lifting it off, not painting with it. Blow your nose, gently. Wipe your eyelids. Clean your ears. Every orifice is an entry point. Your 10 minutes are up. Outside, the world has changed. The sky has likely darkened. You might hear the pitter-patter of what sounds like rain on the roof. That isn't rain. That is the fallout. It is covering your roof, your lawn, the streets. It is emitting a field of gamma radiation that is currently penetrating the outer walls of your house. But you are in the center. You are in the basement. You are behind your wall of books and mattresses. You are clean. You are naked or in fresh clothes from a drawer that was shut. Now you wait. This is the part that breaks the mind. Adrenaline fades and the silence sets in. You will want to look outside. You will want to see if your car is okay. You will want to check on the neighbors. Do not move. The radiation outside is currently at its peak intensity. The half-life of fallout follows the 7-10 rule. It is a mathematical decay rate that is your only schedule. 7 hours after the explosion, the radiation level will be 10 times less than it was 1 hour after. 49 hours later, 2 days, it will be another 10 times lower. You need to stay in that hole for at least 24 hours. 48 is better. 72 is the gold standard.
If you walk out that door 1 hour after the fallout starts, you are taking a dose of radiation that will melt your bone marrow. You will start vomiting within hours. Your hair will fall out in clumps a week later. Your immune system will collapse, and a common cold will kill you before the cancer even gets a chance to start. If you wait 3 days, that same walk might just raise your lifetime cancer risk by a few percentage points. The difference between death and survival is not a hazmat suit. It is patience. It is the discipline to sit in the dark, in a closet, peeing in a bucket, eating cold beans while the world outside glows. Let's talk about the air. You are in a house, not a submarine. Houses breathe. Air seeps in through cracks, under doors, through vents. You need to stop the flow. Close the fireplace damper. Tape plastic or sheets over the vents. If you have duct tape, seal the door to your safe room. You don't need to make it airtight. You don't want to suffocate, but you want to stop the draft. The dust is heavy. It falls. It doesn't float around like gas unless the wind kicks it up. Gravity is actually on your side now. The dust wants to be on the ground. Keep it there. What do you drink? The water in your pipes is currently safe. It's under pressure.
coming from a closed system. But the treatment plants? They're likely down. The pumps? Fried by the EMP or without power. Fill your bathtub. Fill your sinks. Do it now, in the first hour if you didn't do it during your 10-minute sprint. That water in the toilet tank? The water in your hot water heater? That is your reserve. Do not drink from the tap tomorrow. If the pressure drops, groundwater can seep into the pipes, or open reservoirs can get contaminated by the dust falling from the sky. If you must scavenge, you eat from cans. You drink from sealed bottles. Before you open a can, you wipe the lid. If there is dust on the lid and you use a can opener, you just push the fallout into your dinner. Wipe it, then wipe it again. We need to talk about the psychological threat. It's not just the radiation, it's the walking ghost phase. You might see people outside. They might look fine. They might be walking around looking for help, banging on your door. They might even feel okay. This is the latent phase of acute radiation syndrome. They have absorbed a lethal dose. Their body is currently dying on a cellular level, but their brain hasn't figured it out yet. If you open the door to let them in, you let the dust in. You break your shield.
This is the hardest math you will ever have to do. The physics of gamma rays doesn't care about your empathy. The inverse square law doesn't care about your neighbor. If you break your seal during the peak fallout period, you are not saving them, you are just volunteering to join them. You keep the door shut, you keep the tape on the cracks, you sit in the dark and you listen to the silence. After 3 days, the radio, if you have one that works, might tell you it's safe to evacuate, or maybe the silence just stretches on. When you do emerge, you are entering a new world. The soil is poisoned, the water in the ponds is death, the dust in the gutters is hot. You cover your skin, you wear a mask, an N95, a gas mask, or layers of cotton t-shirts tied tight. You do not kick up dust. You walk on the center of the road, as far away from the accumulation in the gutters and the buildings as possible. But that is a problem for 3 days from now. Right now, you are in the first 10 minutes. The clock is ticking, the cloud is cooling, the sky is about to turn gray with the ashes of the world you used to know. Don't panic. Panic increases your respiration rate, making you breathe in more air, more dust. Panic makes you clumsy. Panic makes you run to the car. Stop, breathe, think. Get inside, get to the center, get low. Strip the poison off your body. Wash the death off your skin. Build your fort and wait. The blast didn't kill you. Don't let the dust finish the job. The timer is at 0. The fallout is here. Good luck.